Hey everybody, so here's the look we're going to do today. It's a soft smoky eye that I did using mainly Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks in 3 different shades. So I'll show you guys how to use those and I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. So I'm applying a stick foundation to the skin. A stick foundation will have a creamier consistency. It's great for a normal to dry skin and it'll give a medium to full coverage. When choosing a foundation, make sure that the color matches your neck and your jawline so that you have a smooth, uniform color throughout your face and your neck. I like to apply my concealer after the foundation so that I cover any other areas that need a little bit of extra coverage. I primed Salma's lids earlier, and now that it's settled, I'm applying a concealer on top, and this is just going to create a base for all eyeshadows and even out the skin tone. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Cocoa, which I'm using as a base for the smoky eye. I love using these cream shadows as a base for a smoky eye because they really set in and don't move all night. And they're also a great base for shadows that you're going to apply on top afterwards. Now I'm applying another caviar stick, but this is in a black shade, so it's going to intensify the smoky eye. And just make sure that with every layer of cream shadow that you're putting, you're actually blending out the product in between. Otherwise, it will go on a little bit uneven and choppy. And with any smoky eye, the most important thing is to make sure that it has a smooth, gradual finish from beginning to end. We're clearly having too much fun here. Now the last caviar stick color I'm putting on is called Moonlight, and it's a metallic champagne beige color. And you guys, it is so beautiful on. Like, this video really doesn't do it any justice because it has such a beautiful finish to it and it just makes any eye color pop. Now at this point I'm just going to go over the darker areas with brown and soft black eyeshadows, and this will really just set the cream shadows in place. Now you can use any shadows that you have at home. I'm actually using the Urban Decay Naked palette. They have some great colors there and some great pigmentation. Now, like I said previously, with every color, make sure you blend it in between to get a really nice even finish. I'm using a gel liner here to just give Salma a nice winged finish to the eyes, and this will really elongate and kind of finish off the eyeshadow beautifully. Now, if you're new to eyeliner or you just simply struggle with it, I highly recommend you invest in a gel liner and a gel liner brush. It's a great way to start. A pencil won't give you as precise of a line as a gel liner would, and a liquid liner is very easy to mess up, so if you make a mistake, it's a lot harder to remove and start over. Whereas a gel liner, you could really easily just take a Q-tip, clean it up a little bit, and try again. There's also a lot more control in deciding how thin or thick you want your liner to be when you're using a gel. So here I'm just applying some false lashes on Salma. She doesn't really need them, but it's just a nice way to finish off the look. Now I'm going to post a video shortly for you guys just so you can see how easy it is to apply false lashes at home by yourself. Now we're going to do just a little bit of contouring, nothing too crazy for this look. We're going to keep it simple as the eyes are really dramatic and I don't want to take away any focus from there. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, but you can really use anything you have at home. You can use powders instead of creams if you'd like, and you can use a lighter foundation with a darker foundation. I do that sometimes as well. I just happen to have the palette on hand and it's a great product. I really like the consistency. So just like I mentioned that you've got to blend out your eyeshadow, it's the same thing with your contouring. You really want to make sure that all the lines are smooth and blended so that you can't see where they begin and where they end. Now you'll probably see all over Instagram a much heavier contoured look than what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here is something that's more wearable for every day, whereas Instagram contouring is now kind of called Instaglam or whatever you've been hearing. It's also a beautiful look, it's up to you, but I just find this a lot more soft and pretty for every day. Now make sure to set any of your makeup with a finely milled powder, especially if you have oilier skin. Just applying a bronzer and a blush just over the areas where I've contoured just to set it and also to give a nice blended finish and a really pretty glow. Salma's skin tone has a very olive undertone to it, so I'm using a peachy undertoned blush which will really complement her skin. And then I'm just highlighting on top just to add a little bit of a dewy finish because once you set your makeup it can be a little bit mattifying. So this will just kind of brighten up the skin a little bit. Using a brow pencil to fill in any gaps and extend the brow a little bit. So unless you have red, blonde, or very, very warm brown hair, I highly suggest you find a pencil that has a cooler undertone without any red in it. So to prep the lips, always make sure you've put a lip balm on before. I think it's super important. You want your lips to be hydrated for when you're applying your liner and your lipstick. It's just going to give a much smoother finish and it's going to look a lot better. So I like to use the pencil to give a little bit of definition to the lips, and also I fill in the entire lip with the pencil as well. It creates a base for your lipstick, so your lipstick's going to last a lot longer, and even if it does come off throughout the day, you still have a little bit of that color underneath to keep you going. So I'm using a nude lip liner and lipstick on Salma, and something to keep in mind is that everybody's version of a nude lipstick is different. It really depends on your complexion, your undertones. A nude lipstick, I would say, is something that's a little bit deeper or very, very close to your own natural color, something that just enhances your lips a little bit. So this is the finished look, a nice smoky eye with a soft nude lips. We kept the lips at a minimum just to really focus everything on her gorgeous eyes. Look at them, they're stunning. And yeah, that's the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave any comments, questions at the bottom of this video. I'd love to hear from you guys and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.